I don't know why, but I have this feeling that one or both of those women were mad at the cameraman for something, and they were going to prove that they could do it themselves. And when they did, oh, they gave the man a gold moment. Absolutely, he was not going to let that pass him by, so he picked up his camera and he started recording it. And it's probably because he was trying to tell them to do it a certain way, or he was trying to have his say in something. It might have been even something completely unrelated, but they weren't having it. So the man decided, you know what? He's just going to sit back and watch them struggle. And now that man has a video that he can pull out anytime anyone is questioning whether or not they should do something his way.
Common sense is the least common of all the senses. That shows us how they make their decisions. Just to go against men, they'll do the dumbest things. Today we're looking at, I ruined my own life. Women become victims of their own bad decisions. We invite you to subscribe, and today more than ever, leave a like and a comment. It really helps support the channel. Let's get started.
If you guys didn't really see what was happening in this video, essentially this woman cut in front of the man, pushed herself backwards into him to make physical contact, and then when he called her out for budging in front of him, she accused him of assaulting her. This is what men talk about as being so disheartening, because women can just boldly lie about something like this, but what makes up for it in this video is the reaction from all of the other women surrounding him. They are the ones that witness what really happened, and you even hear the woman that is taking the video say, "Oh my gosh, I got that on video." And they call that woman out for just boldly lying. I am here for it. Lastly, I think that this also goes to show how important having video evidence is for a man. Because unfortunately, in the world that we live in today, it is oftentimes guilty until proven innocent.
Fuck up, you crazy bitch whore!
I fired my therapist because she told me I need to have more empathy for straight white men.
Oh, how awful. Being told that a person should have empathy for a group of human beings. How very traumatic.
It was our third session. We were still getting to know each other, and she said, I noticed that you joke about straight white men a lot. Have you thought about having more empathy for them?
That's a very good question. Let's hear what the answer is.
And I was like, have you thought about quitting your job?
And ladies and gentlemen, that is what is known as deflection.
Straight white men are the one group of people that have consistently and intentionally caused myself, women that I love, and the whole fucking world the most amount of harm.
Right. Let's look at the rationale used here. So because some members of a particular group of people, based off of not only their skin color, but also their gender, have done some terrible things, it is absolutely justified in some individuals' minds to despise and disparage the entire group. How much sense does that make?
I should be allowed to vent those frustrations in a safe, non-judgmental place like therapy!
And it's their job to call out behaviors that probably need improvement.
I said, think about it this way, Barbara. If you went to visit someone in the hospital that survived a vicious shark attack, and you watched as the nurse changed the bloody bandage on the stump where their leg used to be, would you ever in your fucking life look them in the eyes and say, you should think about how the shark feels?
It really is unfortunate that some individuals use comparisons like that to justify not being a good human being.
Gotcha, bitch!
Okay, we're gonna do story time. Long story short, last week on Saturday, I went over to this man's house. Sunday morning, he goes to work. Here's the key to my house. I keep key. Don't see him Sunday, Monday, or all day Tuesday. We're kind of bickering back and forth, blah, 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 blah. I say, you know what, I'm just gonna come over. We can talk about this. He says, no, don't come over. If you come over, I'm gonna leave. So what do? I go over. He's not home. I let myself into the house with the key that he gave me. I'm in there all by myself. And I proceed to find women's socks, hoop earring, hotel key wristband, There's 2 loofahs in the shower, not mine. Also, 2 toothbrushes sitting next to the sink. But this is odd. I was over there Saturday night. I brushed my teeth with a purple toothbrush. That toothbrush is now in the trash. There's a blue toothbrush next to his toothbrush. Right. Not answering his phone. My thing is like a psychological warfare game. What can I do that is going to be the most inconvenient and annoying thing possible? I am now a proud owner of a Roku TV remote. This is the toothbrush. That was my toothbrush. It was in the trash. I have acquired friends. I'm on the phone with my friend, screaming and yelling, oh my god, I can't believe I'm finding these things. She said, take this, take that, take this, take the microwave plate. I didn't want to carry the microwave plate in an Uber, but I did take every single spoon in that man's house. Good luck brushing your teeth. Good luck using your TV. Good luck eating ice cream. I know this looks crazy. I know this does look crazy, and I don't really care. I think it's funny. Personally, everyone who I've told also thinks it's funny. I could have taken things of value, you know? There's a lot of, I could have done anything else. This shit is not for the weak. Sitting there processing, like, oh my god, I'm finding other women's belongings in this man's house. Mind you, I was just there 3 days prior. No. If I don't laugh, I'll cry, you know? So, thanks for joining.
We could have been a good couple. We could have had something special. But you one crazy ass bitch.
It's not easy to admit you're guilty. It's easy to blame men, which isn't the same thing. In this country, women have been given permission to do whatever they want without consequences. If this hadn't been caught on camera and there hadn't been other people there to witness it, this man would be in jail, facing trial. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that the justice system in this country isn't going to do anything to her over this. The good news is that the internet is a different story. People have already reported her account and her workplace, so she ruined her own life. Here we go again with the baseless racism against the patriarchal white man. That doctor tried to help her, but she hates her own race. That's because she's clearly the daughter of a single mother and projects the hatred she has toward her father onto every man who reminds her of him. The second woman is trying to sell the victim narrative when she was the one who went to that man's house without permission to trash it. Maybe he was cheating on her, or maybe he never had anything serious with her in the first place. But like I said, we live in a country where women can do whatever they want without consequences.
Women.
There's a big gender war in our generation. Dating is like gamified and people take it really personally when someone doesn't like them, when in reality it could be you might have clashing music tastes. You only end up marrying one person, you only end up committing to one person that you date. And you can get so many no's, but you only need one yes. Think of every no as like getting towards your yes. There's also a lot of things on social media now that's like such like an individualistic culture of like you deserve better, and a lot of people are in a mindset of like if it's not the perfect person, it's not for them, and that's probably not someone you want to be dating.
Court just got out of session, and if you don't know, I was back in child support court showing some receipts because my baby daddy was contesting the cruise I bought when the child support money came in, and I had asked him to pay the rent because I didn't have the rent money anymore after buying the cruise. Well, let's talk about it. I just left court, and now they have ordered me to reimburse him $6,000. My baby daddy, $6,000. I have to reimburse him because I, according to them, did not use the funds accordingly that was given to me by child support. Now, I am pissed because I am going to see what I can do to overturn this decision about me having to reimburse him $6,000.
That judge clearly got it right. And bravo to that father for standing up for his kids and taking that woman to court when she is supposed to be providing to them through the funds that he is giving to her. Unfortunately, what a lot of people don't understand is that a man will have zero problem paying child support as long as they see that that child support is actually supporting their child. Because I think it's completely valid for a man that's already paying for health insurance, already paying half of daycare costs, to have a problem with paying an additional additional $1,000 a month for one child. And then on top of that, he also provides anything that that child needs under his roof. So much so that the child literally just brings the clothes on their back to his place. But then when those clothes are holey, or they're 2 sizes too small, or the shoes are falling apart, that man has a valid complaint. And then when the mother of that said child comes and asks for additional because of her own spending habits, yeah, that's not going to fly. This man made the right move.
Oh, so you're that single, independent friend with high standards that's been alone for so long, but you refuse to settle, and you're just like, yeah, I do crave intimacy and connection, Savannah, but then I end up pushing it away, and I'm hyper-independent, but I'm actually secretly a lover girl and a yearner, and at this point, I have been going on dates, Savannah, I have been putting myself out there, so don't judge me, like, I just haven't met my person. But then, once you do some reflecting, you notice that every single person you've been going on dates with are people that from the beginning, you knew it would never actually work out with, it would never actually last. That way, you can protect yourself, because you never actually get emotionally invested in that person, then when it ends, you're just like, oh, on to the next, and you're like, wow, I think that might be slightly toxic, and it's keeping me in these cycles and patterns of loneliness. So while I'm on this journey trying to understand myself better, who can make music to soundtrack my summer and understand my avoidant attachment brain, and I'm here to say, hi, my name is Savannah Lee. I make music for you. I'm an Enneagram 8. I'm an avoidant attachment. I have a new song out now called Cut to the Chase about this exact thing, and so if you relate, I really hope this finds you.
Good for that father. He was probably documenting the mother's behavior the whole time. A lot of women are like that. They tend to use their children's money for their own personal expenses. But this time it backfired because the child has a father who's actually present. Time to pay up, ungrateful. As for so-called high-value women, they spend more time single than they do in relationships. The belief that something better is always waiting for them in the future keeps them from appreciating what they have in the present. They reject good men who are still on the rise, and years later, when they see those men successful, they want to give them a chance. But by then, that man isn't interested anymore. And on top of that, many of them have already passed their prime.
I need to rant for a second, and what I'm gonna say is probably not PC, and I don't care. I downloaded Bumble yesterday. I'll save you some of the details, but basically I ended up getting premium for research purposes. Just wanted to see like who's liking me. What I'm about to say is not a flex. Since yesterday, I've maybe gotten I think it just says like 200 plus. So I've gone through it a few times now. I haven't liked any of the accounts. It's not that I have a crazy high standard of what I'm looking for. It's just like these people, I don't even think these are real people. Like, are these bots? It's true. What is that, a gray hair? Oh my god, I'm getting grays because of this. Oh my god, is that a gray hair? Oh my god, Bumble's giving me grays. Oh my god. I'm just extremely unhappy with the state of the dating world. Maybe it's Philadelphia, but all signs are leading towards dating apps are the problem. And I hate to be that person, but seriously, what the actual...
A girl comes up to me at the gym and asked me how many sets I had left at the machine I was using. I said, I have 1 set left. Do you want to work in with me? She goes, no, I'll wait for you. I said, okay. About to put my headphone back in. She goes, hey, random question. I said, hit me with it. She goes, what do you think about girls approaching guys at the gym? And I said, well, every guy loves a girl that shoots her shot. Why not? And she goes, well, here I am. I said, what's your phone number? And she goes, damn, you're that easy? And I said, yeah, I'm that easy. Anyways, I gave her my number, then she walked away. She didn't want the fucking machine.
So many women are so afraid of being rejected by a man if they're the ones to approach. But I am telling you, like I've been saying, there's like a 99% success rate. Ladies, you will be successful. And the other key factor that I know holds women back is that they're afraid of approaching a man, giving them their number, and that man accepting it, but not really being that interested. There is such an easy way to prevent that, and that is that you just give them the hook, you give them the number, but then you're not the one chasing him or pursuing him. Like, you let him pursue you. If he's not doing that, you don't continue to push forward. You don't keep on texting him, keep on calling him, keep on asking him out on dates. Ladies, you can really actually just start with you being the one to initiate and then let him do the rest of the work. I really think that in today's day and age, because of the fears of men that women have really been at fault for, this is the recipe that works.
And I know that this is not gonna be the easiest pill to swallow, but ladies, sometimes a man doesn't even love you. He just knows that you're a good woman and he doesn't want to see you give the love that you gave to him to another man. So he's gonna do everything in his power to keep you and try to fake it as love, but it is just him being jealous and selfish and egotistical and not wanting to see that other man receive the love that you gave to him.
Do not wear white shoes if they are not white. Or them Air Force ones that are creased. Ugh. Or any light coloured shoes if they're not clean. And brush your teeth. It's that simple.
What the first woman said, I agree with it. A high-value man always keeps himself clean and well-groomed. Now look at this woman. She has 200 men trying to talk to her. It's that easy for her, and even with that many options, she still can't find the right one. How is that possible? Because of the paradox of choice. Every time she finds a profile she's interested in, she checks another one to see if it's better. She ends up trapped in indecision, thinking that if she chooses to talk to one guy, she's missing out on another. And for women, dating is easy. About 1 out of every 3 women who approaches a man succeeds. It's rare for a single man to say no. And if he does reject her, believe me, he'll do it so politely that she won't even feel offended. Unlike the way many women reject men. We've reached the end, but before we wrap up, here are 2 questions for the comments. Do you think a woman who makes a false accusation should face the same consequences as the person she accused? Has a woman ever approached you to make the first move? How did you handle it? Asterisk asterisk. And if you got something out of this video, you know what to do. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Every bit of support helps us reach more people and keep bringing you this kind of analysis. See you in the next The Wall video.